Man would show up while we were recording.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Political Nerd. I'm moving kind of slow today. I'm out of the sling finally, thank God. Well, kinda. Well, I'm not supposed to be out of my sling, but I am today because I spilled chocolate milk all over it. So, yeah, that was what I did. Anyway, welcome to the Political Nerd. We're gonna talk. In a way, we're gonna talk about tariffs. And why I personally think I understand why Trump wants to do them, but I think there's another way around this, all this crap, and just start cutting other people out. But we're gonna bring on Anthony. Anthony, how you doing, buddy?
Earth to John. John, come in, John.
Sorry, I'm getting my fresh pressed sparkling cider from Reese's Cider Company. If you want this, we can send it to you anytime, anywhere. Just let me know you want it.
Oh,
Just reach out to me. No, I'm just kidding. We're not marketing
product
for them,
plugs.
but
I
I'll
love
tell
it.
you what. I got 2 flats sitting over there, and I'm addicted to it now. And
Good
this
for
is the
you.
non-alcohol version. They have an alcohol version that will
Oh,
just set you free. So, but anyway, so I want to talk
the
about
juice will
something
set
real
you free.
quick.
Rock
So
on.
anybody that's known me for a while, well, especially in the last couple of months, knew that I had a rotator cuff surgery. Actually, rotator, bicep, and labrum, I think is what it was. And my
Hmm.
shoulder was jacked up. So this show is on Patriot.tv. Yeah, so I can do this, but I can't do it on the other one. That's
I,
not
I
gonna
I'm just doing that to make you feel
hold
bad.
on.
It's like
That is
political envy.
that is kind of it, and that really hurts.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
but
as my doctor tells me, oh, that hurts. Don't do it.
yeah, right. Well, if my doctor's watching, I know I'm going to get my butt yelled at next week because I'm supposed to have my brace on it for the next 2 weeks. I've only got 2 more weeks, I think. But I spilled chocolate milk on it this morning. I know. What's a 58-year-old guy drinking chocolate milk? I like chocolate milk, so it is what it is.
I
So
love
anyway,
chocolate milk.
so
Are you
before the
crazy? Now,
surgery,
now we can get it.
yeah, I can afford to go buy mine. I can buy gallons if I want to.
There you go.
So
Exactly.
I shoot and produce for another company called Patriot.tv, which this show is on there as well as it's right here on Area 52. And we have this company that is an advertiser for us, and I don't know, we get this, before I'll talk about something, I have to try it because I want to see if it's good because
Right.
I'm not going to hawk something I don't like, right? Because
Hmm.
we're all selling something. Let me tell you something. This company
And
is
I
called
won't hawk too. Sorry.
Oh Jesus! Yeah, she's going to go to jail. So that's an interesting young thing. That's a whole interesting other. So
I know nothing.
about 2 weeks before I got on, I know I'm eating up our time. 2 weeks before I got surgery, I started on this product called Cardio Miracle, and they are a sponsor of the show. And there you go. Joseph is showing the website for him, right? And I'll tell you
Hmm.
what, I just got a new package in, which I ordered it because I'm not saying it healed me, and it's really made for cardio, not for what I'm talking about. But I'm telling you, I contribute my progression of getting better to this. Now I'm not here to sell or tell you that it's gonna change your life. It is gonna change your life, but there's no guarantees. But for me, it literally has probably been one of the best supplements that I take, and I probably won't stop taking it now. But anyway, Cardio Miracle. I mean,
Yeah, your
this is
body's only as good as
the
the
crap you put in your
stuff you're
body,
putting in it.
right? So
Exactly. And if it's low
Cardio Miracle.
on certain micronutrients and
Yep.
stuff, that's going to impact all the other systems.
Right.
And if this is what you're getting here, then that makes a whole lot of
It's
sense.
killer. It's killer. Um, Again,
Well,
I
that
don't
may
get
not
the
be a
if
good word to
well,
use to
okay,
describe,
it's phenomenal.
a health product.
I
That
don't
I
get
mean,
paid.
maybe if we're talking about vaccines,
Right.
there
No,
you
let's
go.
not talk about vaccines
Yeah,
right now.
those are killer.
Let's not.
Uh,
Let's not talk about vaccines. I'm just saying right now. So anyway, and I don't get a dime if you buy it. Buy it or don't buy it. But I'm just telling you right now, I
yep,
will stop. I won't stop taking it because I think it did me really well. Anyway, so we're going to jump into
good,
a show today.
sure.
All you keep hearing is, and I don't care what side of the fence you're on about this, tariffs, 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 right? And I do like the idea of reciprocal tariffs. If you're going to, if you're a country charging me 10%, well, I'm going to charge you 10%. Oh,
Yeah,
wait a
that only
minute,
makes sense. I
but
mean, the
but
thing to do is then get rid of the tariffs. Yeah,
well, or wait a minute, you're charging me 10%. To bring your stuff in, but yet you refuse to bring my stuff in, maybe it should be 25%, right? We'll just
yeah. I
charge you
mean,
heavy
if you're
because you don't
doing,
take anything we make because we don't make
and I
anything
don't
anymore.
know how. Well, yeah, that's a big problem. Um, I think it's funny having lived in Florida. It was really easy for me to believe
Yeah,
that we don't make anything anymore. Now that I moved up to North Carolina,
yeah.
dude, there are factories everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
They're making all kinds of stuff. I can practically throw with my good arm a ball and hit a tissue manufacturer, Cardinal
Kleenex.
Tissue. Giant, yeah, giant plant.
Yeah.
We have a lot of lumber here. So we have
Yes.
furniture manufacturers. We
Yep.
have all now. Bill Clinton killed our textile industry.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, he obliterated it. They gave when they did NAFTA, they gave steel, metal,
Yep.
a carve out. They did nothing for the textile industry, and they
Right.
buried it. And that was so sad because we had thousands and thousands of employees right here. We had plants in this town that employed 2,700 people, and this is a town of 4,200. So you are talking about the entire town lived within walking distance. They had done so since the 1920s. And then
Right.
suddenly along comes Bill Clinton and
Just
bam,
kills it.
you're just taking it.
I know. It's
And
horrible.
the whole town is unemployed. The city, it's a town,
Yep.
okay, can't even afford to maintain the water plant that they had to build to support the factories.
Correct.
Oh, crap. Now what do? Okay, there's just this was a catastrophe when we shipped our manufacturing overseas.
Right.
Now there's still some here, like I'm saying,
Well,
but it
yeah,
has
we didn't
wormed
get
its
rid
way
of
around.
we didn't get rid of everything, and
No.
that's where my point's trying to go. So,
Yes.
we would rather go buy some piece of crap from Kia, or is it Kia?
Yeah.
IKEA, or
IKEA
Timu,
or Kia,
or
which is the car. That's fine.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
both.
don't buy that either.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. They're both low end.
right.
Yeah.
So
Foreign made low end.
my wife and I were sitting the other day, and I'm like, and I said, she was talking about what do you think about the tariffs and blah blah blah. I said, I don't think we need them. I just think we need to stop buying other countries' crap because
Yeah.
let me tell you,
Yeah.
back in the day when I was a kid growing up, we were not wealthy. We were poor. I mean, and I don't mean the state of mind
Hmm.
poor. We were broke poor. I mean, my mom and
Yeah. I
dad
know. I
barely
know.
struggled to put food on the table because
Yep.
back then, right? So
Yeah.
once a year before school, we would
Yep.
go and we would get two pair of jeans typically,
Yep.
two
Yep.
shirts,
Yep.
underwear and socks, right? And a
Yep.
pair of shoes if we needed it, right? And
Right.
that back then I could pair my pairs of jeans and those jeans would last me for 2 years. And
Yeah.
then about the third or fourth year, when especially when we hit growth spurts, and my
But
mother
yeah.
always
You
bought them
out.
a little long so they could roll.
Sure.
As long as you didn't get
Exactly.
fat, you were okay. If you get fat,
Exactly.
well,
Yeah. That wasn't an issue then.
but it
That
was
wasn't
not.
an issue
No.
then.
So
Nope.
all those clothes got handed down to your siblings, right?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
but
The ones you
I had
outgrew, and whoever was at the top would get, the newest, biggest ones. But
right,
yeah,
but
exactly.
it was never well when you have a brother like I had a short brother, so he couldn't wear what I wore. But I had cousins, right? But
Yeah.
we could we could make a pair of jeans last for 2 or 3 years, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And then when you went outside and play when you got home or got home from church and got home from school, you changed clothes immediately. You never
Yes.
ever went and played
Nope.
in school clothes ever, right?
Nope.
So, but jeans in a lifetime of like just say a pair of Levi's because back then it was either Wranglers or
Or Levi's.
Levi's or the
Yep.
Sears and Roebuck, right? Which is typically Levi's.
Rustler, I
Rustler,
think.
right?
Yeah.
So those would
Yep.
last for several years. And they did really well.
Yep.
Then you go home, you get home, you pay. That's why you go and put your
Mm-hmm.
play clothes, so that way no roughhousing in your clothes.
Right.
And they would last. I mean, a good pair of jeans would last through siblings 6, 7 years.
A
But
good
to
pair still will. A
yeah,
good pair still will.
right. But we would
Yes.
rather go to Walmart. Not that I hate on Walmart.
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't ever go to Walmart. Blah 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 blah. All bullshit.
That's
You
me.
go there and you go and buy underwear and socks and some stuff. Everybody will go to a Walmart. I don't care who you are.
Not me. Not
Oh, you say
me.
that? Yeah. I'm just,
Go ahead.
yeah, but you where you live, there is no Walmart. So there you have it.
Yeah. No, no, no. It's the only store in the area.
But I
I don't have a
refuse.
Target. I don't have anything else. Yeah.
So I don't. So I'm not going to sit there and order and get like I get a pair of jeans. You go to Walmart and get a pair of jeans. You go to Target and buy a pair of jeans. You can go
Oh,
to Kmart doesn't exist
forget it.
anymore.
Look at
They
what they're
last a
made from.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, but
So
look at the materials in them.
the
Okay, they're no
crap.
longer cotton.
No.
They're no longer
Nope.
cotton, John.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, they're like 40, 60% polyester
Yep.
in your blue jeans.
Yes.
What the
Right.
hell are they doing?
Yep.
What are they? Because that's not what jeans are supposed to be made of.
Mm-mm.
My wife got stranded. They lost her luggage. The
Yeah.
only store in the area where she went was Walmart, and she
Yep.
walked in to get some jeans. They had nothing made of cotton.
No.
Everything was 40, 60, 80, 90% polyester that looked like denim.
Yep.
And we won't
And
even talk about the microplastics in the environment from that.
so hold on. So in the little town where I live in Somerville, there's a little town next to
Yep.
called Tryon, right? Or Tryon, depending if you're from
Yes,
here or
yes.
not. They still have a blue jeans plant there,
Nice.
believe it or not, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, I'm not surprised at all.
so clothes is one thing. Let's get into TVs because we're blowing through this. So back in the
Oh, good
day,
Lord.
we had TVs that weighed 300 pounds, and we
Yeah.
were the remotes.
They were never subject to smash and grab.
Oh,
They
no.
were
Yeah, I'd like to see the dude that could walk in and carry that on his shoulder out the door.
exactly.
But these things lasted 10 years. And
Oh God, yeah.
and if they went down, there was a guy in town that
Who
could
could
fix
repair
it.
them?
Right.
Yes.
Now,
Yes. It's an absolutely completely the difference between price and value is lost on most
yes.
people.
Yeah.
And we're talking about value here.
Yep.
And if we get around I personally think that if we got rid of the income tax, which
Yep.
attacks productivity,
Yep.
and we went towards a consumption tax,
Yeah.
then people would stop doing that crap.
Right there.
Okay. And they start going, okay, if I have to buy it and pay 22% tax on it, I'm going to buy the best damn thing there is.
That's
Okay.
my
Because I
biggest
don't want
right
to
there.
buy it twice.
Right. So
Yep.
why buy a $10 pair of pants that's going to last you a year, maybe a year and a half?
You're lucky. No, if you're lucky,
Or
John.
buy a $60 pair of pants that you'll get 5 to 6 years out of. Right?
This was written about 150 years ago, in talking about poor men buying shoes,
Yep.
and the quality of the poor man's shoe resulted in the fact that he needs to go buy a pair every year. The wealthy man could go buy a pair of shoes that would last him 10 years.
Yep.
And there's the difference.
Yeah.
You end up paying, the poor people end up paying 3, 4, 5 times as much for the same item. Now, if we just get rid of the cheap stuff, so that people can break the stupid habit of thinking that they're saving money by buying the $10 jeans, and they will not last a year, by the way, don't kid yourself. Then you will then begin to see people shift. A, maybe they'll make their own clothes. B, they'll patch them. That will be all new. They will then learn some skills, or there will be new businesses made for people who repair them, just like they repair the televisions, like you were talking about. This is now creating local small business.
Correct.
Because you're refusing to buy from some sweatshop with slave labor in another country who hates you.
So
it's that simple.
And so this, by doing, so going back to the let's bring all our manufacturing back into the U.S. So that eliminates the tariff side because we're not buying from anywhere else, right? So who cares?
Yeah.
And so you're getting, yes, I'm paying a lot more for a pair of pants or a TV or a computer or wood or what?
But who are you paying it to?
Americans.
Your neighbor.
That's correct.
Your neighbors.
So Bob has a job.
Because you're paying it, Bob has a job now.
Yep.
And so Bob can afford to pay more for stuff. He's got a good job paying good salary. So he's able to afford to pay you, his lawnmower guy, twice as much.
Yep.
Because he's got a better job that's actually making something instead of, waiting on tables or, pushing pencils somewhere, to try and, squeak 6 pennies off a supply order of polyester shirts for Walmart.
Yep.
Hating on Walmart again. Or anything you're buying on Amazon or Wish or Temu or whatever.
No, it doesn't matter.
It's all those things. Right. Yes.
So instead of buying this IKEA shit that you got to put together, right?
Yeah.
You go down.
Thanks for all the service, folks.
Right, and then you go down to like we have literally right down the street from us. There is Hunter's Furniture, and this guy is only American made. Right, it's more expensive, but you're gonna buy a dresser that's gonna last you 20 years. You're gonna buy and I understand that they make this stuff cheap, so people will buy. But after a while, it gets old, and then you would think this idea that literally what we're talking about right now would have already been brought up by all the tree huggers and the hippies and the don't kill the planet people, because the minute we get that state of mind where we're buying local, it's quality, the landfills no longer get filled up.
Right. Look at, just fast fashion. Okay. Is the shirts and stuff that you get at, like Forever 21 or, Abercrombie and Fitch, that stuff is literally made to be worn 3 or 4 times.
Yep.
And then you have to throw it away.
Yeah.
Now, most of that stuff is, again, made of plastics. It's made of polyester. It's made of stuff that then goes into landfills.
Yep.
And seeps out in terms of microplastics. And like we just found out a couple weeks ago, the average adult human brain in America has 5 grams of microplastics in it. That stuff permeates the blood-brain barrier.
Yeah.
It has 5 grams. The average person with, what's the word? Alzheimer's. No, I'm kidding. With dementia, has 25 grams.
Right.
Of microplastics in their brain. That's the weight of 5 plastic spoons in your brain.
That's crazy.
Okay? And where is it coming from? It's coming from the ground supply. It's coming from the way we eat. We need these cheap plastic cups all the time. And what do? How many people have got look, I'm being special. I'm reusing my plastic mug. Okay? You put a hot liquid in it. Moron. That releases the microplastics. Plastic dishes in the microwave.
Stainless steel.
It's god awful. Stainless steel, copper, or glass. Have a good day.
Yep.
Those are your three options. Anything else, don't touch.
Do you remember back in the
And
day we had the glass thermoses?
oh yeah,
God, we had to
I
be
broke
so
mine
careful with
like
them.
twice a year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. No, if you got your lunchbox knocked out of your hand, you
Yep.
were just terrified that A, you wouldn't
Yeah.
have anything to drink at lunch, or B, you'd get home and get your butt reamed for
Yep.
being careless with your glass thermos.
Yep. Exactly.
Absolutely. Yep.
But so
Uh,
I've literally in the last
but
6 months.
hold on a minute.
Oh,
When that glass thermos broke, what did you do? You took out the glass insert
yeah.
and put a replacement one in. You
Yeah.
didn't replace the whole thing and chuck it. That's a big difference.
We have
Then they
got to
came out with the
get
plastic thermoses for kids, and
yeah.
now we've got 5 grams of plastic in our heads.
We have got to get away from being a throwaway society.
Oh, absolutely.
Everything is disposable.
Absolutely.
I mean everything.
And that is, I mean, it creates turnover, but it doesn't create profit.
No.
It doesn't create long-term
Nope.
prosperity, and it does not give us value for our money.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to be looking at. I think silly things like what Bobby Kennedy's doing right now, and whereas he is kicking all the junk food
Oh.
off food stamps.
Yep.
Talk about upsetting people, but the fact of the matter is, we should not be paying for you to become a permanent Medicare patient.
Correct.
Okay, that's not the point behind the word nutrition. So getting rid of the quick, fast eat. There was a great study that came out. I don't know when it was, but it was fairly recent. That people, given the choice between healthy food for 2 weeks, and then their diet was switched, regardless of the fact that they thought they knew what they were doing, they would immediately overeat by like 300 or 500 calories a day.
Yep.
Not because the food tasted better or they were addicted to it, which were also factors,
Right.
but primarily it was about ease of access.
Yep.
Suddenly, I don't have to cut this pineapple, okay?
Oh, heaven
It's
forbid.
just a sugary candy sitting
Yep.
right here instead.
Yeah.
I will grab the easy thing, and you eat 50% more of it.
Yeah.
Because it's easier. You'll stop after eating, half a dozen little baby carrots. You
Yep.
won't stop after eating half a dozen cookies.
So I can walk through a grocery store and look at people's baskets, their carts,
Yep.
and I can tell you
Yep.
if they're on assistance or they're paying cash.
You got it. You
Yeah,
got it.
I mean, it's
You're seeing
immediate
24
response.
packs of crap. Yeah.
That's correct.
It's
Yeah.
amazing how, and then, people look at my cart and it's full of organic, it's full of, fresh vegetables, it's full of all those things. And I'm still clinically obese.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not
Because,
going to
you're
hide
so
it.
huge.
Okay. I really am. Okay. I'm like, my BMI is about 31.
Well, how
And
old
that's
are you,
way
Anthony?
too high. How old am I?
Yeah.
I'm older than you, John.
I know. That's
Uh,
what I'm saying. My point
I
is
am,
I
but that
think we,
doesn't matter.
well,
I should be able to slim it down and keep it off.
yeah.
But by God, I love food, and I have an issue
You
whereby
like
I
cookies.
feel like yes, I do. I feel like I'm poor if I don't have it available.
Well, that's because we've been
I
taught
went
that.
through those stages. No, I
Yeah.
wasn't taught that. I lived that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
And I feel shame when I can't go get something out of the cupboard that I want right now.
Right. Yeah. I know. I
And
grew
like
up the
last
same
night,
way.
I had to go to the grocery store to buy a box of chocolate freaking cookies
Yeah. Instead of
just
making
to
them,
know
you
they're.
could have made them.
Dude,
Come on, man.
no, I couldn't have. No, not. I didn't have the
You
chocolate
need to
chips.
get yourself
But
an easy bake oven because, by God, those cookies and stuff out coming out of that
oh
little
yeah,
thing
and wait,
was
and
amazing.
wait. Yeah, but I'm not going to wait 6 years to get the cookie out. Okay, you know how long those light bulbs take to cook. Uh, and the microplastics. Thank you very much for the peanut gallery. Yes.
That's awesome.
No, I absolutely. I didn't even open them, John.
Oh, You got
I
them,
brought them home.
and then you didn't
I
eat
just
them.
wanted to know they were there,
Yep.
and then I didn't
Well,
eat them.
okay. So do you remember
Okay?
back?
Yeah.
Was it several months ago when? Oh my God! We're not going to let freighters come in. All the shipping containers are going to be sitting out there. We're going to have a food shortage.
Yes.
I know people that literally went to Sam's Club or Costco, and they bought like $500 worth of meat, and then went
Yeah.
home and put it in their freezer, and then their freezer went bad, and they lost all
Yeah.
this meat. And my first thing to them
Right.
is, why did you go buy meat? Oh my God, well, the shipping containers weren't going to let it in there. And I'm like, we don't bring our beef
We make
in.
meat here.
We make meat here.
Yeah.
And they just kind
At
of look at
our
me like,
local
no, we
farmers
don't. And I'm
markets,
like, I buy a cow every year. I'm pretty sure I know exactly where you can go and buy all the
our
meat you
local
want.
farmers markets, for
And
all
you're
of the
like,
vegetable guys,
yeah,
1 out of 4 is a meat farmer selling
yep,
pork,
yep,
beef, selling chicken,
yep,
selling fish.
yeah,
Okay. They've got it here at these markets.
yeah,
And it's pretty intense watching it
yeah,
because, you're just seeing this fresh meat, fresh fruit. You can't get anything off a dock here and bring it into these farmers markets. They won't let you in.
wow,
Okay. They do not allow outside produce from anywhere. Unlike the one in Wesley Chapel down in Florida, that was ridiculous. I
yeah.
mean, you can see the Chiquita boxes underneath the table.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think you're getting that you're not getting at the grocery store?
Yeah, we
It's the
literally
same
probably a
stuff.
quarter mile from us, not even that. We have Hunter's his fruit vegetable stand. He
Yep.
closes down for the winter, but when he's open, that's all stuff
Sure.
he grows. It's all his. It's his
Yeah.
from his orchards. It's
Yep.
from his farm. Oh my God! And then we have
And
we have a
that's what
place.
we should be buying.
Yes, we need
Okay.
to
It
get
doesn't matter if
away
it's a little
from
bit ugly.
importing this crap.
And guess what? You also need to get out of the mindset that you can have whatever you want when you're in the mood for it. Because that means that you're buying food from all over the world because it's
Yeah,
not in season right now.
right.
And so you've got to get out of that mindset. It's not just the clothes, it's not just
Dude,
the
I
televisions,
remember as a
it's the
kid,
food you eat as well.
you didn't have oranges all year long. You didn't have
No.
apples all years long. You didn't have
Nope.
grapes all years long. You didn't have cantaloupe all year long. You ate
Mhm.
seasonally. Period.
Exactly.
All right. So,
Exactly.
well, we got
Yeah.
about 20
So, no,
seconds
that's
left.
great.
It's been a good show. We've been rambling
Good
on
stuff,
about food
John.
and TVs and plastics and clothes. But look, America, get stuff that's made here.
Buy your own stuff.
And there's nothing that's anywhere else that you can't find in the United States. With that being said,
Or
everybody
that
have
you
a
just
good
don't
weekend.
need.
We'll see you every next week on The Political Nerd.